Hi everybody, so today we're going to learn how to make some fried rice. I have prepared all the ingredients beforehand, but we're going to go through each and every one of those to make sure you have the right amounts of everything. Here's everything we need. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil or olive oil, 4 cloves of chopped or diced garlic, 1 onion, diced, half a cup of diced mushrooms, 2 sausages chopped up, and 4 to 6 cups of 1-day-old steamed rice, 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce, low sodium is suggested, and 1 raw egg. Oh, don't forget the mixed vegetables. Key ingredient. We're going to start off by turning the stove on to medium heat. We have a wok here, but a regular pot will do. So what you're going to put in first is your vegetable oil. There's that. We're going to saute the garlic, onions, mushrooms, and the sausage all together. So, there go the onions. And the garlic. And before we add the mushrooms and the sausage, we're going to let this saute for a little bit. In terms of utensils to use while you're cooking, I'd suggest a wooden spoon or a spatula, what have you. Any type of wooden utensils will be less likely to damage your non-stick pot. Now once this has been sauteing for a little bit, probably after 3 minutes on medium heat, you're going to want to throw in mushrooms, and the sausage. We're just going to let this saute for about 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, I should say. Now, a little thing that my mom told me growing up about cooking is that you can never have too much garlic, too much of onions, whatever you're cooking. Just makes it taste better. So, I guess when you're cooking this, you can use the suggested measurements more as guidelines and rules. You can tweak the recipe to however you desire it, based on taste. So usually the more garlic and the more onions you have in it, the tastier it's going to be. Alright, so at this point we're going to introduce our day-old rice to the wok. Now we aren't just going to throw this whole big clump of rice into the wok, because that isn't going to do well. Cut down a little bit. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to take your spatula, cooking utensil, whatever, and you're going to start laying into the rice, and you're going to try and get hold on a second. You're going to want to try and get little cubes of rice about that size out of it at a time. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're just going to mix each little cube in with what you've sauteed already, and you're going to add the rice in gradually. This will allow the rice to cook evenly and also to separate and homogenize within the sauteed onions, garlic, and sausage. Now the reason you're going to want to use 1 day old rice is because if you use fresh rice, freshly cooked rice, your fried rice is going to turn out a little sticky and soggy. Day old rice is a little stiffer. I wouldn't say it would turn out crunchy, but it'll have a better texture to it. And if you're concerned about the coloration of the rice, don't you worry, because it will get darker later on when we add the soy sauce. Like I said, just add the rice in a little bit at a time, and you can get the perfect ratio. While you're mixing in the rice, now would be a good time to also include your mixed vegetables. And with this, it's suggested that you mix it in a little bit at a time as well, just so that you get an even mixture. Now, with the mixed vegetables, I didn't really chop any of that up. It's as simple as going to your grocery store and getting a bag of mixed vegetables out of your freezer section. Still tastes good, and it cuts down on the prep time. That's always nice. Alright, so we have almost all of our rice in the wok now. You're not going to want to leave this unattended because the rice is going to stick to the wok and end up being burnt. So you need to be pretty consistent with how often you mix. Pretty much constant mixing, really. Like I said, medium heat. You don't want it too hot, because then you're going to burn the rice. Okay. Now, at this point, we're about ready to add the soy sauce in. So in order to do that, we're going to do, hold on, let me just press this in. Okay, now it's time to add the soy sauce to the wok. You're going to want to use about one third of a cup of soy sauce. This is how we're going to get the color in. Now with the soy sauce, you're going to want to add it gradually as well, as with all the other ingredients. Make sure to get at the spot where you poured the soy sauce into the wok, because that'll be the darkest. You may have some spillage on the stove top, but it happens. Pretty much you just want to be sure to get the soy sauce mixed into the whole wok evenly, so it's all an even color. Excuse me. Alright. And we're getting there. And we're almost set. Last little bit. Okay, and in a couple seconds we're going to continue with the very last step of the cooking process. Which is the raw egg. Now, just going to crack the egg on the side of the wok, and we are going to just plop it right in there. And you're going to want to break it up and again mix it in. Now the reason why we're going to include the egg is just to kind of bind everything together nicely. If you want less calories in your fried rice, it isn't a necessary step, but I like to include it. Now you're going to want to stir that in till you don't see any liquid egg left. Like I said, there's going to be some spillage on your stove top, but no worries there. Alright, and we are done. So, there you have it, folks. Let's have a look at what it looks like. There is your fried rice.
Rice, baby.
In about 20 minutes.
Rice, baby.
Hope you guys enjoy.